Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where we've just come out of another bad tide. Everything's running, everything's working, they're going to start planting the food again. That's perfect, that's wonderful. I have switched over one of the fermenters down here to be mushrooms because we were getting mushrooms in, so I wanted to get some fermented mushrooms going. We've paused the other one because we had no cassava because there was none. There was none to harvest there. Also, I paused this one here because of the gear workshop, and then decided to add all these extra things in here because I wanted more power, and completely forgot that we were building this over here, and I wanted to move some of the stuff over here. But that's fine because this is only producing 320 power. This is now producing 700 and something, so that's okay. We're good for metal blocks as well. So I think maybe we should try and do something here to get this going. Problem is we don't have that many trees. Logs are once again the problem. Surprise, surprise. So I think we want to get over here and try and harvest some logs over here, and I want to try and plant some because the oak is surviving. It's getting the point, but it is actually surviving. So I think I want to plant some oak somewhere. I just don't know where. And we need to start looking at things like manipulating the land to get ourselves a bit more green somewhere, so that we can have trees on all year round. And I'm thinking up here, I think I'm going to chop down the trees here. I'll put like a 3x3 pool in here with a dump to make the area green, and then we're just going to have like oak over here and just get that going. We want to lower this down. This actually wants to be lowered down by 2 eventually, but right now we need stuff. I don't want to put it down the coast because until we get the gate things sorted out, they'll die from poison and things. So but getting over here, I think, is going to be one of our best bets as well. So let's see if we can do that. So if we was to build over, say, there. Oop, I think that'd work. You. Then we'll build over there and put in a. Use a bit of logs to get up here, and honestly I don't want that there. We'll come out to here and then we'll put in a staircase like there or something. And then we can get a woodcutter up here, which should be able to reach everywhere. Let's go one further if it can. Might be right. Put one there. And we'll put one up top as well at some point. So there you go. So we'll do that. That's going to use up our logs, which is a bit annoying, but yeah. And then we want to go here. So we want to unlock the sluice. Let's look at this sluice here. So the sluice you can have. There was a video linked to me from the post I put up about Timberborn now having 3D water physics that showed me some stuff that kind of amazed me with what I was what am I trying to say here? So I'm trying to find the post here so I can find the actual link to it completely. Let's do this one here. Primal sent me a link to a video there of
Timberborn Update.
Zeddics showing off the new water features, and I know about half of what was mentioned in that video. I didn't know about the other half of it. And then there was a comment on one of the previous videos as well, which added to it, and my brain was like this. So basically, because of the new water physics, you can now build reservoirs and output them from the bottom instead of the top. So we could build a reservoir around here, have the sluices in the bottom of this, and it would let the water come out from behind at the bottom part of the reservoir. So you're no longer emptying from the top of it. So like here, this fills from the top. So if this was to back up, this would fill to this height because this is the height that the water is at. Whereas if you had the reservoir at the bottom, it would only fill to 1 tile high. Well, it would fill more than that depending on how you set the sluices up, but having it empty at the bottom means you can then do things like have reservoirs and have a pipe go underneath the ground to another reservoir. And because water tries to balance communicating storages, so it means your one reservoir will fill the other one from the bottom up, which is beautiful and fantastic. Added to that, and I cannot remember and I cannot find where the comment now, so thank you very much whoever commented to this. Do let me know if it was you. That bigger reservoir, so we've got a bigger reservoir here, yeah, and we have a single pipe underneath which goes to another reservoir which is just as tall as this one over here. You'd have to envision this, I'm afraid. The pipe is pressurized. If you then put water wheels in that pressurized pipe, you have a pressurized water system running at speed. So you can't put it in the pipe, you have to put it at the end of the pipe. So you'd have the pipe get on there, and then at the end you have it coming out, and then instead of having like just the waterfall down here, it's pressurized, it's faster, so you put a wheel at the end and you get more oomph out of a single wheel than you would do anywhere else. So I really want to give that a try. I really want to give that a try. I don't know how we're going to do it. If we want to flatten this whole map down, I was going to do like just aqueducts and just have the water naturally flow across the top. I think we might have maybe sealed aqueducts, because you can actually seal them off at the top and then have bits come out of them and do things. So yeah, and where I wanted to have the aqueduct basically floating and then the water coming down as a waterfall, instead what we can do is we can have the tower that it's on come down, and we can have the sluice at the bottom, so it has like a little pipe that comes down. So we'd have to build a levee system, and we'd have to make it like the towers that the aqueduct are on would be like this. And then the aqueduct sits on top of those towers like that, and then at the bottom of that we have a sluice which allows the water to come out and fill the pond. So this would be sat inside like a 5x5 hole, and we'd fill it with water. And that's the kind of way that I think it would work. And we just dot those around, we figure out the exact spacing for it and we dot them around to get the most. So I think that's going to be where the plan goes with this, because the sluices don't connect to stuff above. I thought the sluices connected to a stream gauge, as I said at the start, and that allowed you to adjust the sluice on and off where it goes, but that's not how it works. So that being said, what we want to do is unlock the sluice, which is going to cost us 400 science. We have enough science to do this, so I want to unlock the sluice. It only requires metal blocks to make, so it's not terrible. Not the sluice. And I want to put the sluice in down here. Now I'm not sure how many we need, so I don't know how strong this is. It doesn't look as if it's particularly deep. No, so I don't think these are very strong. Where's the narrowest part of the water? So we know that's doing fine and isn't backing up at all. So it could be narrower than that. That's 10 wide. What's this one? Oh, that's not a thing there. So how big is this one? Let's see here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we can get away with 5 wide. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. So that's 7 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 between those 2 points. So 6. We'll go with 6. We'll go with 6 to be safe. So if I was to do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll seal that end off there. Water flow around. And then we'll put in sluices along the bottom, like this. Yes. And we'll put levees on top, like this. That will let the water come in. And that will let us walk across here as well, which is awesome, so that we can get access to the other side without having to build additional infrastructure to build around it. I could have just put a 7th sluice in there, couldn't I? Really? But no, we're going to go with 6. We're going to go with 6, and we can look at this here. So this is the sluice system. So what will happen is this will let water out, so long as the water level beyond it is below this depth here. Okay, this is the first time I'm dealing with it, so excuse the pauses. I've watched some videos on it, which I don't normally do, so I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to remember exactly which one does which one, when, and how. The other thing that's they do link. Awesome. They all link. Awesome. Cool. It doesn't say about linking. Oh, it does. It does. It says it there. I missed it. So yeah. So long as the water level is below this blue line here, then it'll let water out. Now I just want to go boom like that. Let all the water out. We want all the water to come out. That's fine. All the water to come out. But what I want to do is I want to close this if the contamination in the block is higher than a certain amount. So I'm going to drop this down to like 1%, 2%, 2%. Boom, we'll do that. Then what will happen here is the water will come into here and it will flow out, and it shouldn't cause any problems. It shouldn't start filling up or backing up or doing anything at all. It should just flow naturally without any problems. Then when a bad tide approaches, these will seal because the water is above a certain range, forcing the water to go this way instead. And it should work automatically every single time. The thing about these sluices, when I was saying about building that tower, is that we could set the water level down to be like 0.75 or something like that, and it will close when the water level raises too much. So it will keep the water around it above a certain level, but won't keep filling and flooding the land. So yeah, and we can have another set of sluices above which don't let any bad tide out. The bad tide just ends up going down off the map, and the good tide is the only thing that comes along. I like that idea. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but that's what we're going to go with. That's the plan. We will see. This is I don't pre-record things. I don't like be like, oh, I'll test this and then record afterwards. I show it all on camera. So forgive the stuttering and the whole. I'm not quite 100% sure into what these do and whether, but we will learn it together. We'll figure it out. Other people have already done it. The update 6 has been out for a little while now, so other people have done it and seen it and sorted it out. So, but I haven't. So we're going to learn it. That's what we're going to do. Okay. It's going to take a little while to build this because we're definitely not going to have the bad tide done in time here. So done before the bad tide, I should say. Let's put a lumberjack up here. Oh, there you go. So you'll do all that, and then I want to put another lumberjack. There or something, and oh, there's not actually many trees down there, is there? So imagine you can reach up top as well. So yeah, we're gonna get some more lumberjacks in there to get some trees in. We got trees in, we got logs in, stop, but want them a bit quicker. We're also full of cassava, so I need to send that on. So yeah, and how we're doing for gears. I don't think they use any gears. Did the sluices use any gears? They have a gear icon on the side, but they don't use any gears, which is interesting. So okay, fair enough. Impermeable floor as well is something you put on top of a tile, so you can put it on top of like platforms and things, and it will stop water traveling through the tile, whether that water be down from the top or up from the bottom. It will seal it. So we could seal our aqueducts and have the water in it and then narrow it down until it ends up as a pressurized system. I don't know what happens when the water can't go anywhere. I don't know if you can block off these completely and seal them, whether they burst at the seams or whether it just travels back through the water sources and gets lost. I don't know. Water sources act as an invisible wall, so the water, all the water is coming this way. It's not being pulled off the map. It is going that way. So, yeah, nothing to do in range. Yay! You chopped down the final one. Okay, right. So let's delete you. Priority of you, and have the builders come and grab that there. You're still working on this here. That's fine. You're still working on that there. That's fine. Okay. Let's go through this bad tide. I don't think this is going to work here, but we can watch this. We can watch this happen. So kind of watch it happen. So you'll see the water's flowing through. Working fine. The sluices have an arrow on them just to tell you which direction the flow is. You can kind of tell just by looking at the metal grates. So, but if I slow down time, speed up time a little bit. Oop, here comes the bad side, and then slow down time here, and you'll see these guys are letting water out, and as the contamination rises, boom, there you go, stopped. You can see it. The water's obviously flowing around, so it doesn't help us here, but these are now sealed. closed. So yeah, you can have them open, closed, or automatic, and automatic sets all this up here. So yeah, there we go. So we're going to get another lot of bad tide come through here, which is absolutely fine. I think I am going to pause the pumps. We'll let the pumps go for a day. It was mentioned in one of the comments to a previous episode, and I kind of missed it, that there will be good water in here still, because the bad water doesn't just replace the good water, which makes sense. It doesn't just replace the good water. It does let stuff out. Oh dear. But it will push all the good water out of here because it's flowing. So these pumps eventually just end up at a point where they can't pump anymore. There's no good water in here. So we'll let them go for the first day, and then we'll pause them, and then the workers in here can go off and become haulers and things and do other bits and pieces. In fact, we have 5 unemployed beavers. Oh, and we got 5 beavers sleeping rough as well. Oh, okay, let's get another house in, shall we? Do you know what I didn't do? I didn't pause these. I didn't pause those. No, I did not. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We got some mushrooms anyway now, so we're good. So yeah, I also did not know how much, how many fermenters I need for our hydroponic gardens. I need to figure that out. I need to figure that out. So yeah, I'm trying to get the ratios correctly for that there. So yeah, so they come back here and they see now. See, they're pumping, but this is not going up at all. So there's no good water to be had here. That might go up like 1% in a whole day. So it's not worth it. You might as well take the beavers out of there and get them doing something else. Don't have anything else for them to do right now, but you know, they can enjoy some campfire time, I suppose. Yeah, so we'll build this here. This should be interesting. So this will start backing up here. Now this is going to probably come down here and flood this. Also, oops. We have a scavenger in here. Really thought about. So when this seals, you're gonna get hit with badness, aren't you? So we need to turn you off for the bad tide. So I'm going to turn you off now, so I don't forget, and then the bad tide will flow down here, and that'll be fine. I'm pretty sure that this is not wide enough. Like down here, this floods over, which then fills this with bad water, and it causes sorts of problems. So we might have to do something down here to seal this off a little bit more. But yeah, we'll see. The other thing we could do as well is I was about to say what the other thing we could do as well was we could let some bad water out down here, but that wouldn't make any difference. Wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. I could put some sluices here as well and push the bad water this way, because this is definitely lower. So we could also sort of do that, but then this is going to push the water back down here. See, it's already flooding over here, which is awesome. That's good. That's working. Cool. Our builders will come along and block all that down. And yeah, you see that this is already full. It's starting to flood already. So, and these haulers are going to come up and do stuff, scrap for you. So I need to pause you, or we're going to get some very sick beavers. Yeah. See, look. This is. I didn't undo the. Oh, I've done things in the wrong order. Right, we have a problem. Let's untick this. Okay. Open. Okay, let the water go that way. Oh god. I didn't remove the blocks at the end. We have unwell beavers. Yes, because they've been walking through the. Oh, you silly hedgehog. What were you thinking? Too far from a district and can't be tapped. No. There you go. Now it's no longer too far from a district. Oh, I didn't take those out. Oh dear. We have an unwell beaver. So we need to get that sorted. How do the you have a decontamination pod, don't you? Yes. Requires haulers and requires catalyst, which we don't have because we're not pumping and doing anything. So that unwell beaver is just going to have to be unwell for the rest of the time. Oh dear. Oh dear. It takes a long time as well. Beavers, if they're unwell, if they get infected, it takes something like 20 days without a healer for them to cleanse, which is a lot of time. A lot of time. Okay, so we've opened that one, demolished that one. Can't believe I did. No. Demolish that one. There we go. Okay. We'll try this again. Okay, full start. Oh well. Also, I don't know if you can stack sluices. Is that a thing you can do? You can. Oh, so you could stack sluices and have them open and close independently of each other. So you can have one like closed for bad water to have it go there, and then still have an overflow above it. So you know, actually the reservoir's too full. Do let some bad water out down here. So okay. So now let's tick this box. That closes them all. It starts flooding. It starts filling down here. This starts pouring down here. And yeah, as you can see, it doesn't work. Okay. It doesn't work. Oh, and my beaver's still walking through it all. Oh, we're gonna have loads of unwell beavers. Oh dear. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not, the path over here is not wide enough for this to work for what I wanted to do. Okay. Now this is full, so we're going to have to pump out this, which is a real pain. We need to either make this wider or taller. What I did last time was I came with levees and I just levied all the way along the entire edge of it. All the way along to there, and that was enough, just having one levee high. That's a lot of wood. We do have the wood for it though, so that's a lot of wood. It would give us more green land, which we could then invest over here into wood, because this would be green all year round. So I'm thinking maybe that's an idea. You can pick that up. I need to then get rid of this guy here. And say, would you also come and pick up this? No storage available? What, planks full? Planks are full. Haha. Beaver's unwell, beaver's contaminated. There's no point in building the contamination pod because it won't work without extract. And we can't get extract until we do the centrifuge and we get a pump. We can get a bad deep water pump now though. It only costs a little bit of... and we can put it up here. So it pumps all year round. Oh. Let's do that. Let's get ourselves a bad water pump running up here. Let's get ourselves a centrifuge. Spend some of our science. Ooh, just, and we'll put the centrifuge on here. I think. Are you going to connect? You doesn't tell me it's connecting, but I'm going to assume yes. And then we'll put in a container. Put in the container. And this is going to be for bad water. No, this is going to be for extract. So we'll take the bad water directly into this, and then yeah, we have all the resources to do that. We'll get some bad water going. Then we get ourselves a contamination pod, which I can slap on the side of there. Yep. Then our science points. It's 400 science points. We need more science points. Okay, so we got 20 spare beavers. how about we build some more signs? Okay, we'll do kind of want the number cruncher, but in fact I should get the number cruncher and plug into this and just have it running all year round. So that's, yeah, okay. Let's do that. Let's add some more science guys back there. You built. Okay, and then we can actually continue on along here. So, okay. And then we can look at building along here. We want to get science going though, because we desperately do need that. So, okay. Okay, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh well, oh well. Yeah. So, we shall leave this one here. We shall come back next time. I should get this all built and running here. We'll get the science going so we can get the contamination pod in the side as well, because we want that. We've got 2 contaminated beavers, but 1 will do for the moment. That'll be fine. You're pumping bad water and not going anywhere with it. Yeah, it's fine. You can go into there once that's done. We'll get back down here and we'll start doing this here. I will probably levy all the way along here just to get this working temporarily. I know 1 levy high is enough all the way along. Yeah, I think you have to levy there as well, if memory serves. This one's fine. Yeah, that one's too close. I think you got to levy 1 there, which means we need to get a road to that, which is not complicated in any way, shape or form. So there, let's put there, boop, boop, boop. Oh, you don't need that one. Like that. There we go. Okay. Okay. We do want the bigger plan. The big plan is to flatten everything down and sort everything out, and then build an aqueduct. I don't want to build anything to do with the aqueduct yet, because I want to get the land down to the correct level. So we're going to be blowing stuff up around here first. Maybe even coming in here and blowing stuff up to build our aqueduct on there. We have also things like this as well. We have platforms and stuff. So my plan is to use platforms to do it. So I'm thinking 1, 2. How many you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to narrow this down to only be 10 wide, which is 2 platforms. 1, 2. In fact, it's going to be 8 wide, which would work because we know it's 6 down there. So yeah, it'd be 8 wide. So we'll narrow this down to be 8 wide. So and then it will go down. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.